morning, everyone. This is Scott with the Scott Man. We're here to do a driving video today. We are heading north on Evergreen Road and even a little bit of Cranbrook Road. All right, we already have to stop momentarily. So I almost didn't need a stop sign, but then yeah, that car in front of me demonstrated why they have a stop sign there, because they can pretty much go all the way to as far to the right as they can to go to the Fairlane Town Center, which is a shopping mall here in Dearborn. But anyway, so as I was just saying, we're going to be doing a video going north in the entirety of Evergreen Road. Although at the northern end of the road, it turns into Cranbrook Road as we get up into like Birmingham and Bloomfield Hills. But it is a nice morning out, partly cloudy. It's rather chilly it's the last day of June. It's about to be July, and it is chilly out right now. Like, my current thermometer is only reading 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert that to Celsius, it's around like 17 degrees, and it's not right. We're not even supposed to see 70 degrees Fahrenheit today in some of the areas around Metro Detroit, which is hard to believe with it being summer. So where we are right now, like, we're in the area near the University of Michigan Dearborn campus, or U of M Dearborn. And we're also pretty close to where the Henry Ford estate is located, which is where Henry Ford once lived. But yeah, with this being a Sunday morning, traffic is very light out right now. So it should be a pretty smooth ride all the way to the other end of the road. But yeah, the main campus is off to the left. And there's also, yeah, Henry Ford College to the left too. So Evergreen Road started back down at US Highway 12 or Michigan Avenue. And then here we have an interchange with Ford Road, or M153. Which I remember doing a video on that a little while ago. I think at least a couple of years, maybe. I can't remember exactly when. But it's cool though that you have an interchange, so you don't have to have a direct traffic light for Ford Road, just for the off and on ramps. Okay, and we are now entering the city of Detroit, and we're in the Warrendale area right now of West Detroit. So yeah, pretty much for the next several miles we will be in the Detroit city limits. And Evergreen Road is pretty much generally residential through here. Yeah, for where we are right now, if we were to go a little bit further to the west, we'd be entering Dearborn Heights. I think there's a small stretch of Dearborn Heights that does go to the west of Detroit, at least just a little bit. Or second thought, yeah, no, quite a bit, because it goes all the way over to our Telegraph, which is like 2 miles to the west of here. I think it's been 3 weeks since I last filmed one of these driving videos. Because yeah, it's like, yeah, last weekend I was out in LA for a meetup with the Creator's Passport, which was a lot of fun, which I don't think I have anything. I have stuff on Instagram about it, but nothing on with YouTube or anything. And we got lucky with this traffic light. So that was Warren back there. But yeah, what's cool is that if you were to go east on Warren, that'll take you, basically, it'll take you over, it's like the funny thing is that it leaves the Detroit city limits for a little while, because it goes into Dearborn, and then it goes back into Detroit as it heads in the direction toward Wayne State University and Midtown. But on Warren, when you go over into Dearborn, there's some really good Middle Eastern restaurants on on that road, especially when you go east of the Southfield Freeway in direction toward like Greenfield Road. Like there's a really good Syrian restaurant. We can make this light, no problem. Oh yeah. There's a really good Syrian restaurant where I've eaten at. I think I covered in, I think it was in one of my Middle Eastern restaurant tours that I did in Dearborn. I think this was like a couple years ago. They had some really good food, and then I think there's a restaurant called Al Baik or something like that. I think I got the name right, where they have amazing chicken shawarma. Okay, so it looks like where I got lucky with Tyreman Avenue, I will have to stop at this light here at Joy Road. Although it might be turning red, or I mean turning green momentarily. And yeah, there's an L. George's Coney Island at that intersection. I've seen a few L. George's around Metro Detroit. But yeah, it's like, except at some of the intersections, yeah, this is all residential. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how all these homes along in here, for the most part, are duplexes. There's a few of them which are not, but stop at this light, unfortunately. This is up Chicago Street. Alright, so and then I already forgot what I did 2 weekends ago. It's like I don't remember filming a driving video that weekend, like 2 weekends ago, but it's like I need to catch up on these a little bit. But so I'm kind of test running my GoPro a little bit right now, just because I ran into an issue with it when I was filming my I-94 West video that I did 3 weeks ago, real time. But I'm starting to be convinced it could possibly be this battery. Okay, I'm getting really unlucky with these traffic lights. It's like I'm going the speed limit, and it's like I'm getting punished for it. Okay, so I'm having to do a small stretch all over again, because the same problem I was just talking about that happened when I did the I-94 video 3 weeks ago, it happened again, but even worse. But it was with the same battery though, and I was suspecting a problem with the battery, because what was happening was that it's like it would start glitching or something, and so it's like I think the battery I was using is officially dead. So I'm probably going to be just throwing that away. But I have other GoPro batteries, thankfully, so I'm able to keep going with this. So anyway, so that interchange back there, that is I-96. And then after crossing over that, now we're starting to get more back in the residential areas again as we approach the light for Schoolcraft, which is kind of like 4 Mile Road. What's interesting is that Schoolcraft Road, go a little bit further to the west, it becomes like the service drive for I-96. So I will wait and see, because if I'm able to film the rest of this video like normal, then yeah, definitely confirmed it was the battery. If it happens again, then obviously then this video will not be shown to the public because it would be an incomplete video, and it's because the GoPro is pretty much dead or on its final legs or something. But if you're watching this video, then you know that everything ended up being A-okay. It was just that faulty battery. One of these days, though, I probably should get a new GoPro because I've been using this one for 7.5 years, and it's done very well overall. It's like it's not like how it used to be, but still has been handling things pretty well. But I'll be honest with you, that other battery was not the first one to go kaput on me. Because I forgot how long ago it was. I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I had another battery which it wasn't glitching up like this other one, but let's just say I think it ended up being the case where I charged it up, I put in the GoPro, and it was saying low battery. So I knew it was like, yeah, this battery is not good anymore. And then with the battery which just failed on me, I'm suspecting is the battery. It's like what ended up happening is that when I charged up to full charge last night, it was already down at like 95%. Oh, this is Outer Drive over here, or Outer Drive West. I remember doing a driving video on that not too long ago. It was either earlier this year or like late last year. And here's Fenkel Avenue, or 5 Mile. 5 Mile is another video I need to film. However, they're doing some construction, or where they have the road completely closed over the, I think, the Rouge River. So it's like I can't head in that direction. Like if I were to go west in the direction of like where Sky's Fish and Chips are located, or is located. But yeah, we'll wait and see. It's like, yeah, so far everything's looking okay. So if, again, if the rest of the video goes on like normal, then I'll just throw away that other battery. We'll just keep going with the batteries I have, which one thing I gotta look into is that if I were to get a new GoPro, if I can use these same batteries, because getting a new GoPro, I were to get like the newest one, it would be like a major upgrade, because I'd be going from the 5 to like either the 10 or the 11 or whatever's out now. And we're now crossing over M5 or Grand River, so we got a major intersection over here. Oh, cool, there is a center turn lane, sort of. So we got like another 2.5 miles to go in the Detroit city limits, and then we'll get into Southfield. And yeah, once again, I got more duplexes, especially on the left side. Here is McNichols, or 6 Mile. This was a video I filmed not too long ago where although I broke it up into 2 parts. And got lucky with that light, it just turned red shortly after I crossed over the intersection. Yeah, it's mostly just quiet residential areas that Evergreen drives through within the Detroit city limits. Things will change dramatically, I'd say, once we get into Southfield, because it won't be as residential when we get over there. It's like, yeah, driving through here, right, it's like, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the homes in here have seen their better days. That's kind of the thing with the Detroit city limits. Some neighborhoods are pretty nice or halfway decent. Others are, yeah, have seen their better days, unfortunately. Yep, and here is 7 Mile Road, another mile road I've done a video on, although in 2 parts. Yep, so we're crossing over 7 Mile now, and just passed by looks like it was a mosque that we just passed by. So anyway, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, yep, it's definitely a chilly one today. Although it's still, it's not that bad, but yeah, it's like it definitely noticed the big difference, because it was, funny enough, it was almost 90 degrees Fahrenheit here yesterday. So like we had a major cold front come through. And then we got a Catholic church over here. It looks like a Catholic school right next door. So yeah, this stretch between 7 Mile and 8 Mile is definitely looking a lot better than the previous stretch for what I've been noticing. And that busy highway up ahead, that is 8 Mile or M102, although I think everybody just calls it 8 Mile. So 8 Mile is the boundary between the Detroit city limits and, in this case over here, Southfield. Alright, so we're now crossing over 8 Mile, and we are now in Oakland County, entering the city limits for Southfield. So far in Southfield, it's still largely residential, but things will get a little different in a little bit. What's nice over here is that, yeah, this is 3 lanes here, so we have like a center turn lane that's continuous, which makes things nice if people need to make a left turn. So yeah, as I'm filming this video, I'll be getting ready to do a trip to Utah, and in just 3 more days real time. So looking forward to that. So I'm going for like 4th of July weekend, doing like a 4-day weekend out there, which would be really nice. I'm going like to Salt Lake City, Park City, that area. It'll be my 2nd time in Utah, because I had already been to like the southern part when I went to a lot of the national parks like Arches, Canyonlands, and Bryce Canyon. And here is 9 Mile. Looks like they got westbound 9 Mile completely closed down over here. I think is another mile road I should probably film at some point, although not right now when they're doing a bunch of construction going west. So has it been like, for all the mile roads have been like, I like to do those videos going westbound. So because of that won't be happening anytime soon, along with 5 Mile. It's like, yeah, 9 miles, like other than maybe a small stretch in the Farmington area or like 2 small stretches where it gets broken up a little bit. It's like 9 Mile goes from like St. Clair Shores all the way out to US Highway 23, like in like the Green Oak Township area, like north of Ann Arbor. And yep, here is where we're gonna start seeing a change in the scenery here. We're getting out of the more residential areas. We're gonna see a lot more, I'd say, commercial activity, and also apparently construction. Because we're starting to get up toward the city center for Southfield. And over here, this is where the Lodge Freeway is. So you got a lot of stuff going on over here with construction. Alright, so we're going over the Lodge Freeway over here. Here is 10 Mile. Kept saying, now we got some more commercial activity in here. Got Wingstop, got a Mediterranean place, a Thai restaurant, Jimmy John's, Qdoba, a Chinese restaurant, Zoop, Fuddruckers. Which I didn't think Fuddruckers are still around. It seems like all of them have been closing down, but I've never been to Fuddruckers except once when I was a kid. And I don't really remember it that well. But then again, I don't go to chain restaurants very often, so that's a part of the reason why too. And where we are right now, this is the Civic Center, or the area of the Civic Center for Southfield. So you have the city of Southfield, all the main offices are off to the right there. Like the city center, the police station. Yeah, it looks quite nice, I have to say. And also, yeah, you got the library off to our right. You got a sports complex further away from Evergreen. And you got more businesses over here. Just saw even a TGI Fridays. And yeah, so over to left, I see like a Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Lefty's Cheesesteak, I see a Captain J's Fish and Chicken, Poke, Just Baked, Cupcakes. I'm going to get back over to the left. And we have to stop at this light for 11 Mile, and this is also I-696. This will be the last freeway which will be passing by in this video. And we're going over 696 here. Got more commercial activity in there. Got it. Looks like a Hellenic restaurant. But quite nice, I have to say. There's got apartments over on our right. In the city of Southfield, Evergreen is it's not as crowded as Southfield Road. There's a lot more commercial activity on Southfield Road than Evergreen. And we even have a little bit of a boulevard in here, at least going up to 12 Mile. This lane's eventually going to end, so I need to get over to the left lane. And more businesses to our right. I see a Little Caesars, a GameStop, hair salon. There's also a Kroger. But generally, once we get past 12 Mile here, we're going to be going back more into residential areas, generally almost for the rest of the video. So we're crossing over 12 Mile, and then now we're, as I was just saying, we're going more back into residential areas. have some really nice neighborhoods over here on both sides. Yeah, I still remember when I did that Southfield driving tour like 4 years ago. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of twigs and tree branches on the side of the road. I don't know if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but I do remember there were some really bad storms which impacted this area and also Beverly Hills and the surrounding area. And speaking of Beverly Hills, we're now in the partially in the city limits for Beverly Hills. Oh yeah, you can see, look at all the tree branches on the side of the road. It's like, yeah, they got hit hard by a storm recently, like really hard. Yeah, you can see remains of some very huge trees that have tipped over. It's like, yeah, I think they just confirmed like strong winds. I don't think they confirmed like a tornado or anything. And here is 13 Mile. So yeah, now we're in Beverly Hills on both sides of the road. Yeah, as you can see, in Beverly Hills, you got a lot of expensive homes. Although not like the homes in Beverly Hills, California. Beverly Road, which that technically is 13.5 mile road. Because that continues eventually to the east toward like the Royal Oak area, heading over that way. And we're going over right here, technically, we're going over the main branch of the River. But yeah, as I'm filming this video, because it's been a while since I had that glitch with that other battery, I'm pretty convinced it's that, I think that battery, or that other battery, was just on its way out. Because where that battery was, when it was fully charged, it was only went to 95%. This one went to practically 100%. So, yep, so that other battery is going in the garbage. Okay, so not here, but at the stop sign, that is 14 Mile. This is one part of 14 Mile which is not continuous. Like, there is a gap in 14 Mile Road between here at Evergreen and Southfield Road, a mile to the east of here. And once we cross over 14 Mile Road, we are now entering the Birmingham city limits, and this is where Evergreen becomes Cranbrook Road. So in Birmingham and Bloomfield Hills, Evergreen Road becomes Cranbrook Road. So this will be Cranbrook Road for the remainder of this video. And like one of the main reasons is because this will eventually take us up toward where Cranbrook is located, as in like the school and like the Cranbrook like Institute, I should say. And yeah, over here this is Seaholm High School, part of the Birmingham School District. big high school, I have to say. Yeah, Birmingham is quite a nice area. It's really nice to walk around in or go for a bike ride, different things like that. And of course, downtown Birmingham's really cool too. It's very walkable. A lot of different shops and a lot of different restaurants are located in there. Downtown Birmingham is only a mile or mile and a quarter to the east of here. And wow, we're getting lucky with this light. Because yeah, this is 15 Mile Road or Maple Road. Maple Road will take you into downtown Birmingham, due east of here. Okay, so if we want to continue on Cranbrook Road, we do not want to go straight here. We're going to make a slight right here. If we were to continue straight, that turns into Covington Road, and it goes up to Corn Road, which is kind of like 16 Mile Road. So do this to stay on Cranbrook Road. And along the stretch between here and Corn, we got a lot of expensive homes. Like these are huge. Oops, something's in the road there. But we can easily go around it. But yeah, this is a very nice neighborhood though. So it would be cool to live here, but it's way out of my price range. It's like, yeah, with this, yeah, the speed limit is only 25 miles per hour on this, so it's like you have to go pretty slow on this. And it's 25, I believe, the rest of the way to where Cranbrook Road ends, which is going to be at Woodward Avenue. Yeah, I'm starting to see some of the political signs going up because I know that you got some primaries coming up in August, and of course you got the big presidential election in November. So it's like we're gonna start seeing political signs and advertisements all the way through November, starting around now. Yay! And crossing over Corn Road, we are now entering Bloomfield Hills, which we'll be in for the remainder of this video. It's like if you thought the homes in Birmingham were really expensive, it's like wait till you go into Bloomfield Hills where you have practically mansions in here. So in all honesty, we don't have that much further to go in this video. It's just going to seem a little longer because the speed limit is only 25. It's like you got the properties which you can't really even see because they're far away from the road. Why you have to go 25 because we were magically at a traffic light. This is Lone Pine Road, which is almost kind of like 17 Mile in a way, although not quite. All right, so now we're on the eastern end of the campus for Cranbrook, which I remember when I did my Bloomfield Township and Bloomfield Hills driving tour, I drove through the campus of Cranbrook. Got to show like where the Science Museum is located, also where the Art Institute is. It's a beautiful campus. But yeah, there was definitely a problem with that other battery. So the good news is that I'm not in an urgent need to get a new GoPro just yet, but definitely should consider it soon though. But I was a little nervous for a moment that this GoPro was going to be on its way out to where I possibly would have to suspend driving videos for a short bit of time. Now my regular vlogs, like those are no problem because I got a bunch of cameras for that stuff. But for the driving videos, I can only use the GoPro because I don't like holding the camera while I'm driving. Alright, and up ahead, that is Woodward Avenue, and that is where Evergreen Road / Cranbrook Road officially ends. So we've officially driven the entirety of Evergreen Road and Cranbrook Road, going from Michigan Avenue down in Dearborn all the way up here to Woodward Avenue in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that we don't miss any future adventures. Well, thanks for watching, and this is Scott of the Scott Man signing out.